Then third here, the government final consumption and investment expenditure. The government final consumption expenditure refers to the expenditure incurred by the government on various administrative services like law and order, defense, education, health, etc. Means here mention the government spend of money, the consumption expenditure as well as the investment expenditure. Means government spends money of consumptionable goods and the investment expenditure also. So here mention first the consumption expenditure and second the investment expenditure. So first point explained here, the government final consumption expenditure refers to the expenditure incurred by government on various administrative services like law and order, defense, education, health, etc. Means all the services group is the consumption expenditure. Means countries people use each and every services conducted and organized by the government. So government invest the money, government spend the money of all the services, administrative services like police, law, order, defense, education, health, etc. And investment expenditure, the government here make the various type of facility, then here build up the roads, canals, bridges. So that time government spent of money all the investment expenditures groups. Like the government investment expenditure refers to the expenditure incurred by the government on creating the infrastructural facilities. Means government create the infrastructural facilities, develop the countries, construction of roads, railways, bridges, dams, canals, which are used by the business sector for the production of goods and services in any economy. Means government spend money, final consumption expenditure and investment expenditure. The number 4 point is the net foreign investment. It refers to the difference between the export and import of a country during a period of 1 year. Net foreign investment expenditure means here the difference between the export minus import. So you get the net foreign investment. And number 5th is the net receipts. The receipts minus payments, the difference between the expenditure incurred by the foreigners on the domestic goods and services, known the receipts, and the expenditure incurred abroad by the resident on foreign goods and services, it's known the payments. Means the net receipts get the receipts minus payment, the difference between of the expenditure foreigners on the domestic goods and services and the our residential peoples on the expenditure on the foreign goods and services. So students, here completed the expenditure method for users calculating national income. Then same as you mentioned the precautions of while using the expenditure method for calculating national income. So here mentioned the precautions, the different type of precautions. It is the important point of precautions because while using the expenditure method for calculating national income, that time here the take careness must should be the taken the points, following points. So first point is the expenditure on all the intermediate goods and services should be ignored in order to avoid double counting. Means the first point explained here, expenditure on the intermediate goods and services should be ignored in order to avoid the double counting. Then second, the expenditure on the repurchase of second hand goods should be ignored as it is not the incur on currently produced goods. So third is the expenditure on the transfer payments like the scholarship, old age pension, unemployment allowance, etc. should be ignored. Means here mention the second hand goods when the time of repurchase of second hand goods, then the payment should be ignored. Then the intermediate goods, expenditure on the intermediate goods should be ignored. Then number third, the transfer payment, it should be ignored. Like the old age pension, then scholarship, gift and grants, employment, unemployment allowance, etc. Number 4, expenditure on the repurchase of financial assets such as the share, bonds, debenture, etc. should not be included as such transaction do not add to the flow of goods and services. means the expenditure on the repurchase of financial assets like the bonds, debentures, shares. It should be included, such as the transaction do not add to the flow of goods and services. Then indirect taxes should be deducted. Here, the precautions of the indirect taxes should be deducted. And number 6, the expenditure on final goods and services should be included. It is a part of the national income. So the expenditure on the final goods and services should be included. And number 7 is the subsidies should be included. So students, here completed the precautions of the expenditure method. Out of this method, the output method and income method are extensively used in advanced countries like the USA and UK. The income method is popular. Expenditure method is rarely used by any country because of the practical difficulties. Means your expenditure method is rarely used because of some make the practical difficulties of expenditure method. In India, the Central Statistical Organization CSO adopt a combination of both output method and the income method to estimate the national income of India. So students, here are the 3 methods is important of the national income measuring with the precautions. I hope so you better understood the all 3 methods with the precautions. Important the formula of the income method and expenditure method. If you have any doubts about the methods, then you can tell me on my number. Next lecture we will start the difficulties, the measuring of national income, theoretical difficulties and practical difficulties. Thank you students.